I was going to do something similar to my last video because this is the part 2 and share some uh, wisdom from a book. You want to keep something from someone, put it in a book, but I'm not going to do that because I've been studying so much today. I have so much content on my head, so let me just get straight into it, right? How I beat the streets is actually in some music that I created. However, that's more personal for me now and very therapeutic, and mainly because I do come from an era of where you couldn't rap about it if you didn't live it. So, and there's so many other more excuses that I can make for why my music is not out there. That's besides the point. My whole case in point is that it is in my music in terms of why I left the streets, or more importantly, how I left the streets. So I want to take a step back and share a quick story, right? I remember, and this is coming from a high school dropout, potential high school dropout. And I remember trying to get back in school, and my mother, she was working at the time. Shout out to Mom Dukes. She's retired now. So if you know her and you see her, pay your respect. Nevertheless, she kept going with me downtown for me to get back in school, and I just could not get into another school. All of the institutions had an excuse for why I could not get into the school. And so it got to a point to where she like, listen, I can't go with you anymore, but you go ahead and continue to try to keep getting into school. And that was that. So I attempted to try to get back into school time and time and time and time and time again. And this story is all going to make sense full circle. So months on in, now we're probably like 3-4 months into the semester, and I'm still not in the school. It got to the point where my mother was like, you know what? If you stop going downtown to try to get in school, I won't even be mad at you, because this is ridiculous now. It doesn't make sense to why they won't let you back in school. Long story short, fast forward, shout out to Ron Smoking. That's the school that I graduated, the principal from the school that I graduated from, Independence High School. And long story short, dots got connected, and I was accepted into the school, although I technically wasn't even supposed to get into that school because of my age. I think you had to be 16 and I was 15 at the time. So nevertheless, my whole case in point, fast forward, how did I beat the streets? Well, I remember sitting on a bench one day, and I was talking about going to college, and I was with a couple of my friends, and they were like, bro, look at the people around us that went to college. They they're not doing anything. Like they're not inspirational. They're not motivational. They in the same circumstance as us. Like it's a waste of time. And I'm telling you now, right now, you're gonna be wasting your time. Well, me being the strong person that I am, strong-minded individual, I decided to still go to college. And with that being said, that's just an easy way to get out the hood if it's afforded to you. I want to just keep it short like that. And although I'm not an extremist when it comes to college, I'm more focused on education and self-improvement and self-development, and figuring out how you can create your own business. And a high school diploma, honestly, is more than enough based on the track record I have from my job history and managers that I've had, like such as retail. Being in retail, you don't need a college degree to become an assistant manager, a district manager, a store manager, or even a top salesperson. You don't need a degree for any of that, and you can still make a significant amount of money. So with all of that being said, my message to my supporters is just have a plan, stick with your plan, and don't let nobody discourage you or distract you from accomplishing your plan. On that note, as always, exceed expectations, and with a seed of faith supported by action, you can experience your dreams and manifestation. I'm out.